The TRARALGON Bowls Club. Amazing food for you and your family. Function rooms for celebrating with your friends. Corporate spaces for meetings and conferences. With special benefits for members. Visit us today at the TRARALGON Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club.
Good morning and welcome back to TRARALGON Bowls Club. We're here for round 2, singles and fours. And this VBL finals weekend we have yet another cracker in store here. Nathan Murray, as you can see on the mat there for the TRARALGON Lyrebirds. And just behind him, Mr. Peter Lowe from the Ocean Grove Grovers. In an evenly poised morning here at VBL finals weekend. After the pairs and triples, all 4 games are locked at 1 discipline win apiece, with the biggest margin of shots across all the games, 6 shots in the Deer Park Brighton game and less in the others. Joined this morning to take you into this afternoon by Tony. Excited for this one, mate?
Certainly am, Jimmy. Welcome and good morning, everybody. To see a lot of T2T in this match. Lowy, as we'll call him, but Peter Lowe from Ocean Grove, known for his T2T play, and Nathan Murray, well, pretty similar. So Nathan Murray dialed in early. He's got 1 right on it.
He's going to trot down after it.
Both former state representatives.
Correct. Helps you. State singles winner as well a couple of years ago.
He did.
Bendigo East.
I'm going to pick Lowy as being the victor today, but I'm anticipating a very close match.
Yeah, well, 2 shots the difference in the overall after the pairs and triples in this one. So the elusive penalty shootout that we're secretly willing for, I reckon this is the time. One of these 4 games, surely. With the margin so close, there's a 4-shot difference in the Yarraville Footscray Dogs, Bendigo East Magpies game. There's a 2-shot overall difference the way the Lyrebirds in this contest against the Grovers. There's also a 2-shot difference in the Extreme and the Boroughs game, that way of Extreme, and as mentioned earlier, 6 shots of difference in Deer Park and Brighton. So if a penalty shootout's coming, now is the time.
Healthy crowd in attendance here this morning too, Jimmy.
Yeah, a lot of them on the mezzanine level.
What a spot to watch bowls from.
So again, some cracking singles games as that have been all through VBL taking place on the green. We've got Brett Marnie versus Brad Holland over there. 2 current state players for Victoria going toe-to-toe. As Phelpsy trying to land the inside of that green or draw it cold. Yes, he does.
Belter.
Great stuff from him. Great start.
Well played, Nathan Murray.
Brenton Code, current champion of champion. Victoria going up against Ali Forsyth. And then on the far rink, Jay Binaris against Chris Rosanas. It's another corker too.
We could have streamed any one of these matches.
It was the same last weekend and the same weekend before.
Yeah.
Insane stuff. The marker herself's a very good player. Kat Truen, that is. She wins many a title up here at TRARALGON and in the Strzelecki region. And no jack rolls in the VBL, so she's taking some instruction on where to put it. I think he confused her by saying that far in front of the stitch, and she thought he said T. And
it was a weird way to say it, but
yeah,
it does make sense, and I'm sure it'll be relatively consistent.
Start from Phelpsy again. Drives up and in the fours next door already. You can see poles flying everywhere.
Dead set like a gunshot over there. A Matt Flapper drive that's scattered the head. Morning, Casper. Cheering on the Grovers, that's for sure.
Interesting Phelpsy straight on this ditch side hand. Changed his bowls from last year as well, Phelpsy. Looks to be a fair reply from Peter Lowe here.
Gobbles up the jack. Imagine Taylor Marin's pretty happy if you've lost your voice, Brad. Screaming at the Blues last night.
I saw Taylor at the footy on Thursday night. As I was walking up to the seat, she was walking down.
And 92,000 others.
Yeah, it's mad. You bump into one of the people,
Yeah.
you know, the crowd there's not 200,000 people there.
Nathan Murray with 3 bowls short of the jack here.
When his weight was, he would have been short of the jack anyway. Lowe's obviously pushed it back a foot or so, but consistent weight. Lowe wanted to add another if he can. He's drifting past though.
This is Peter Lowe just foxing that he sent that one a bit long, but he's got a 4-bowl plan.
Well, Phelpsy definitely needs one to finish behind the head, otherwise he has a risk of somehow going 4 down.
Vicky Pickett's cheering on Peter Lowe.
He always gets a good following, does Lowe on the straight.
He does.
Had him last week.
Worked for Bowls Victoria many years ago too.
Yes. What did he do?
Not 100% sure. It wasn't in my time, so I'm going to say it was in events, but could well be wrong. Well, Phelpsy's got one at the back.
I don't see an easy ploy to get that jack back for Peter Lowe here.
Just got to come onto his own and see if he can spit it back 1.5 foot to the ideal, but
yeah, I think he's just going to firstly try and add a second, and he happens to get to the bowl and spit it back onto the jack, then he'll take the bonus of a few more shots as well.
the line's not bad. I don't know if he's going to quite have the steam for what he wants. So it'll be 1 to Peter Lowe.
Reminder, you can get end-by-end score updates through Bowls Link. If you're looking at another game and you want to know what's happening there. Life has been a lot easier from an event perspective with no scorecards in play. Less faffing.
Well, it's one of the beauties of being able to push the boundaries every now and again.
Apart from low 8.
Players update all the scores. For those who haven't seen this before, they update all the scores end by end, as Jimmy said. And for the administrator of the competition, all the ladders are done. All the results are finalised by the players. They all agree on the score. And whooshka, the event runs itself. Noticed you sitting back with your hands behind your head and your feet up on the desk, Jimmy.
Brad got me on camera just sitting down relaxing that last game. Going on one of them quiet lulls at the moment. Sort of happens every now and again. Players get a bit focused, crowd get a bit tense. Yeah, good stuff. Someone keep us updated with the score in the fours final as well, the Aussies and the Scots. I think it was 3 the diff last time I saw. Aussies in front.
Aussies just in front.
A couple of ends left to go, is there, or a few more?
Oh, I think it might have been a few more. I reckon there might have been 4 or 5, but I could be wrong.
Phelpsy not finding the weight with that second one. Plops in the ditch, I think. Let's see it.
I can see myself getting Phelpsy's name wrong and calling him Nathan Phelps or Peter Phelps or certainly anything other than Nathan Murray. I have done it once before. Fair chance of doing it again. Speaking of doing it again.
Yup. Great start.
It's a pretty handy grouping.
Great 3 bowls from Peter Lowe. Oh, let's see a bit of weight from Nathan now. That's what we do. Ooh.
He doesn't want to take his own out, but he's even under that, so.
Gives his head a little shake. So Lowe will try and add a 4th in. He doesn't. He's just got to try and draw to the jack if he can. He's pretty well protected out the back. Probably doesn't want to give another jack high bowl to the left as we look at it and make the target even bigger. Thank you, Sonny. 11-10 the Aussies end 15. So 18 ends are playing in the 4s, I'm presuming, or are we going to an extra end? No. Or have they won?
No, don't know.
Or we're on end 15. So we could be going to a tiebreaker. Yeah, that's doesn't add the 4th, but less of a target. Yeah.
Loans, thank you for letting us stream on your rink. For me, I'm backing Peter Lowe for the victory here.
I'll go with my Melbourne teammate Nathan Murray just to split the commentary desk. He's going to have to pull something out the bag here, though.
Head down already. Knew that was narrow out of the hand.
So wait for confirmation, but it looks like a 3 to Peter Lowe. As next door, the Lyrebirds pick up the first end in the 4s.
Might only be 2, Jimmy. Might have just
Nudged it.
Nudged it a touch too far.
Good morning, Vicky and Claire. He's pretty nice under here, and just for effect, we've opened a few of the blinds. You can see how, although it's pretty still out there this morning, it was rough and ready out there. It's just the 2.
Yep. Woeful conditions outside last night. Picture perfect in here. It was actually nice and warm and everything. There are a number of players that resorted to just wearing the polo shirt.
I can't believe how cold it was out there last night. That's got to be close to the coldest I've been in Australia, I reckon, in the 15, 16 years I've been here.
Yep. So Peter Lowe again with this familiar T to T.
Yeah, it's a good tactic for him. It works. Seems to find a length pretty quickly on it.
It's one of the best things about this event, Loans. There are good players everywhere, and it does make it pretty hard to choose who you want to win. Nice response from Nathan Murray.
Feels narrow. So this is where Phelpsy has got to really stamp another in, put the pressure back on Lowe. If he can really nail the jack out. You can see just to where the scoreboards are on the screen as Nathan does get close to nailing that jack. Buddy Flapper's about to drive at a real high end. This bowl's going to go flying now. One bowl went cartwheeling back into the ditch.
Did got airborne.
I reckon the Lyrebirds have picked another end up next door in the 4s. Still a couple here to Lyrebirds.
Good country, as they say. Just not quite the steam.
Still that room for Peter Lowe.
Is he going to eat it up?
Does he go all the way with it? Possibly does, probably does. Unsure who's got it, so's Nathan Murray.
See if we can get Nathan Murray to let us know on the way back past.
Good shout, Errol. I can imagine it was even colder down there, mate. Hope you're keeping well, you and Sarah. You're gearing up for another good season down at Port Welsh Pool. Cracking little club. You been down to Port Welsh Pool?
No, I don't think I have.
Right by the big jetty down there.
Okay.
They are a bit suspect to the king tide down there. It can go in and literally wash over their green and cause them issues. I don't think there'd be a bowls club closer to the water than them. In Victoria, probably in the country. A good little club, and Errol does a good job down there.
It's a change of hands from Nathan Murray.
Edge of his own was good, wasn't it?
Mm.
I feel like the marker wants us at signal one to lower. Oh, we're going to measure because Phelpsy does reckon it's one to him, but Peter Lowe reckons it's one to him. Well, Phelpsy's that confident he's put the mat down. How's that?
Yeah.
And he's lined his jack up the other end. He must have big faith in his finger measure.
There you go.
Yeah, right. For good reason. Just a single next door in the second end of the 4, so 2-0 to the Lyrebirds there. Some epic tussles happening all over the green. So remember, every game from this morning was split one win apiece. So if you want to keep updated, jump into Bowls Link, click on the game, click into the singles and fours, and you'll get end-by-end updates. One day we'll get to a point, Tone. I've seen it with the golf where, so you get a golfer's scorecard for the round. You can click onto the par 3 on hole 5 or whatever, and you can click onto each of the shots that they've played on that, and it will have to replay the shot.
I like it.
That's amazing. I think it was JT who sent me, or someone sent it me, said look what they do for golf, and I was like, that is amazing. Cost a fair bit of coin, I imagine, but so you get a scorecard in bowls, and you can click on the end, and it will show you either the full end or the big bowls at the end. Anyone got a few $1 million knocking around and want to donate it to be able to do that, get in touch.
Let me check my back pocket.
Fair attempt from Peter Lowe.
We don't have orange paddles, so we've got yellow and green. Nathan Murray just asking, am I the yellow paddle?
He's the only one with light coloured bowls. The other one's green, and there's a green paddle, and he's got a slight bit of yellow in his shirt, so it's a fair assumption.
Only
Edge of
Nathan
his
Murray
own.
would ask that question. Well played.
Stuff. Gives himself more of an option on the forehand now as well. Any movement on his own through the jack brings it back. So I think it's a smart shot from Peter Lowe on the backhand there. Try and make connection, or if he's a little bit wide, push his own through back to head to sort of take that away. Cheers, Sonny. The Aussies do win 12-10 in the 4, so it was the last end. It was end 15.
There you go. Congratulations to Australia. Aaron Sheriff skipping to a second world title in as many weeks.
I didn't skip the
No, you can skip the triples, but skipping them today. Goes with the world title he won in 2012.
He's best in the world at the moment. Be interesting to see how confident he plays this Phelpsy, because if he does get it wrong, a slight risk of giving the jack away, but he was pretty positive that way. He was trying to rake through his own a little bit, get that jack back. Support from Peter Lowe, so another one. Nathan Murray will jump back in front, 4-3 now.
J. Norris just opened up a slight lead over Chris Rosanas in the singles, Deer Park against Brighton. It's 7-4 now. Brenton Code leading Ellie Forsyth 3-2. And Brad Holland is leading 6-1 over Brett Marnie. So all those scores will all be on Bowls Link. You can follow along end by end.
Reply from Lowe here. Just drifting out. Still one to Nathan, but good home for him. Sets himself up nicely for the rest of the end. Phelps will just be trying to match that. Just drift behind. Get a counter. I reckon the Lyrebirds have picked up another couple next door in the fours, and they're off to a handy start.
It's hard to tell with those yellow bowls, as Tyson Cromie is using a set of yellow Ensolites. There's also someone within the Lyrebirds rink using the almost exact same bowls, just different stickers. Be nice to just look up and see you've got something close to the jack. Same colour bowl, even if it's not yours.
Was too.
Well done, mate. Right out the pelt.
What's Nathan going to do here? It's tough to get to. Fraught with danger. He's not going to do it with that one, I don't think.
Oh.
Wow.
And Jack has just cleared the green, gone off and put a hole in the wall.
Shot from Peter Lowe. Good bowls by him. Picks a couple up. Lowe's back in front. It's a tussle in this singles early doors.
I don't actually know who roosted that drive down there. It's a few rinks over. Suffice to say, they hit it pretty well.
It was either Chris Young or Curtis Hanley's, my guess.
I think it might have been thumped by Curtis Hanley, but Jack cleared the bank. Near took out a couple of spectators and put a nice dent in the wall. Sorry about that, Traralgon Bowls Club. Thanks very much for having us, though.
It's almost as bad as my driving our brand new office when I put a dent in the wall.
Oh, don't talk about it. Couldn't believe it. A rush of blood.
Yeah, forgot where I was. Drove the wall. Start from Lowy again. Morning, Betty. Morning, Brendan. Everyone's coming over from the Aussie Fours win to nestle into this VBL game.
Yeah, it's a pretty good standard here too. It's Nathan Murray's bowl, the orange one.
I'm going to probably curse it now, but it feels like it's a game that's going to go right down to the wire, nip and tuck the whole way.
Yeah.
After this start, 3 ends have 1 apiece. 1, 2 and a couple of singles to Nathan Murray from the Lyrebirds and a couple of 2s and a 1 to Peter Lowe from the Ocean Grovers. Just giving up this one, Nathan. Still holding shot though. So Lowy on the forehand, trying to land the jack, draw it clean.
I had a vague recollection that Nathan Murray, when he won his state singles, had really close matches. I just went back and checked the scores. In the quarterfinal, he won 25-24 over J-Boy Norris. In the semi-final, he won 25-22 over Brett Marnie.
Oh, Peter
And in
Lowe.
the final, well played, Lowy, he won 25-20.
Over Stevie Sullivan?
Stevie Sullivan,
I
yeah.
remember that.
So 3 matches in a row, all an absolute grind. Could well be repeating that dose today.
It's a great shot from Peter Lowe, that. Played it to perfection, makes a couple. He can't afford to be short, obviously, now. Nathan, he's going to sort of try and splash into something, make something happen. Probably wants to get that happening with his first bowl, and he's not going to turn enough. And he's sort of got his hands out, you can see, because a couple of ends ago he played a few similar pace shots this way and went tight with both. So he's probably in his head felt he's giving it the right line now and it's just hung. And that's what can happen when you're just settling into a game. The difference between players like Nathan Murray and myself is I would lose my head over that. But he'll just take it in his stride.
He's a pretty chillaxed sort of character, is Nathan Murray.
I have seen him lose his temper once.
Yeah, right. On the bowling green, or?
Technically, yes,
Yep.
but not during a game.
Is it a PG story?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. It's a bit of hijinks with Matty Lowell, and Matty Lowell smacked him with a rink peg, like joking around, but smacked him right where his phone was in his pocket and completely smashed the screen on his phone. So he wasn't best pleased, was Nathan. Oh, next door, Todd Trewarn. That's like you can see it on the top of the screen here, the middle towards the top. That head in that fours.
It's good.
Real close.
If you've got any chance of getting down here to Traralgon Bowls Club this weekend, we are here all day today and all day tomorrow for finals. There is a high standard of bowls on every single rink. And a beautiful facility to come and see. Grab yourself a meal in the bistro, a couple of drinks at the bar, coffee, whatever it may be.
Yeah, got it all out. Went back to the draw. Went pretty close to getting second shot there. He was just the wrong side of that bowl. So Peter Lowe pick a couple of twos up in quick succession, the lead 7-4.
Todd Trewarn next door with a cracker.
Yeah, it's
2 crackers, actually.
I reckon there's an absolute booming drive coming out.
Yeah, it's hard to see that not being the case.
Just inside from Nathan Murray, grabs a shot. Good start from him. So a round of applause from the locals, all on the side of the green out.
It's a good bit of swoop on those bowls near the end. They've got a nice bit of finish on them. This one looks a touch narrow to me. He's probably finished in that sort of spot a few times heading back this way, tee to tee.
Yeah, just pinching the line a touch.
There we go, Matt Flapper has done exactly what we didn't say. It's just drawing into the pack.
And has grabbed a shot, if not 2. I don't know how he's grabbed 2, but there was a signal for 2 for sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing because, like the yellow bowls,
red and
Todd
blue.
Trewarn and Max Rielli have very similar bowls. So.
And the good one from Phelpsy. He's holding a couple. Peter Lowe looks ominous here.
Better line coming in.
Looks ominous.
Just a touch high.
Was a couple next door to the Grovers, so 4-2 into the 5th end there.
Nathan Murray puts another one in, holding 3 now.
I think Lowe will play a similar pace to his last.
I think so. I mean, he missed it by a bowl, so Nathan Murray comes past and gives you a little massage on the way past, Jimmy.
He actually gave me a kiss on the back of my head.
Oh, jeez. I didn't say that.
Rippo is here, mate. He's just off camera at the back. You might get a glimpse of him. Peter Lowe needs to grab something, Tone. Needs to grab anything.
Kick a goal.
Phelps with opportunity for a maximum.
There's no real danger. Can just play the exact same shot he's played with the first 3.
Can afford to be wide, can afford to be narrow. He's got a massive free hit here. First pot's pretty good, Tone.
Yeah.
Does he have the journey on him? I think he
does.
does.
Put that in the book.
Yeah, shots from Nathan Murray. Big pick up that. He's back in front now. It's 8-7 to him.
Dropped 2 2s in a row and erases it all in one end.
Let's see where he goes with this jack. Definitely a nip and tuck. See from the graphic, leads changed a few times early. Looks like a few of the other singles games are pretty similar. I can see 1-6 apiece between Sebastopol Borough's Brenton Code and Ali Forsyth from the club Sunbury Extreme. 7-4 to Brad Holland from the Bendigo East Magpies over Brett Marnie from the Yarraville Footscray Dogs. It's now 8-4. And then 9-5 the way Jay by Norris from Deer Park Club against Chris Rosanis from the Brighton Blue Devils, and the 4s pretty even across a few of them as well. 4-all in the Deer Park Devils game, 4-0 to the Club Sunbury Extreme 4s over the Boroughs, 2-1 to the Bendigo East Magpies over the Yarraville Footscray Dogs. So, reminder, all games were 1 apiece from the earlier discipline. So we are a chance of that elusive tie we've been after, which will lead us to a penalty shootout. As we get closer and we'll start doing some maths, we'll, fingers crossed, have that.
Where do you take your line from, Jimmy? You somewhere on the bank, or are you 6 foot in front of you? Or?
Yeah, halfway down the green sort of thing. I almost like to visualise the arc, like I'm hitting that wide point there, and that's me personally, but everyone's different.
Very definite on the bank for Lowy. You see his eyes, he looks up, doesn't look in front of him or immediately in front of him at all. Got me thinking about changing the way I do it. If I can throw him down like Peter Lowe, I reckon I'm going to start looking at the bank.
That's why it's such a great sport. We've all got different ways of doing it. I mean, you look at Phelps here. I've been witness to him getting plenty of stick down Melbourne for how big of the step he takes off the mat. He has a big. He's a tall fella anyway, but he has a sort of big stride forward, which a lot of people would say that would unbalance him. The bigger the step. Obviously not him. He's been doing it for many a year.
The eyes for Peter Lowe don't go down at all until the ball's released.
It's crazy, that.
But it's like most things in bowls, as you say, everyone can be different. It's a matter of doing the same thing each time. Ocean Grove holding 1.
Needs to hold a little bit here. Does Phelps. Gets the right edge of that bowl is good. Gets stuck behind it. Slightly better looking head for him to play into with his last though. Or has he used all his bowls he's used? He's shaking his head. So an immediate reply. After dropping that 4 from Peter Lowe. It's a good result hitting any of his own out. Ooh, probably
just falls out.
He wanted to roll his other one in and go with it.
That'll be 2 to Peter Lowe.
Back in front for him. Lead changes for about the 5th time in this game.
Seesawing match, Jimmy.
Nip tuck.
You're saying that's what I need?
It's very different from the singles game I commentated on last night between Ali Forsyth and Chris Rosanas. We had 9 dead ends in that. It's played at a ferocious pace, whereas this one's a little bit more draw focused. Just trying to enforce each other's will of length of play. Lowy on this tee to tee and just trying to outdraw the other, as opposed to blast them off the green like Ali and Chris did. More so Ali than Chris, but. So the Lyrebirds have picked another end up in the 4s next door. Not sure how many. Start from Phelpsy.
Always has good support, Todd Trewarn. His father Shane's here, his sister Lisa's here.
And his mum Donna, his partner Bonnie. Got the Dodds from Melton as well.
Yep.
Coach at Melton Bowls Club, which I'll pronounce Melton because they reckoned I said Melbourne last time.
Yeah, right.
I reckon that's just my accent. Handy second shot from Lowy, but room for Phelpsy. Really be wanting to get this second in now. If you can try and tuck that jack behind as well. It's coming on the backhand though. Not wasted there.
Yep.
Both these teams losing last night, so the way this format is in VBL, it's not exactly do or die depending on connotations of other games, because you can get 5 points for clean sweeping someone, and bonuses. His reaction there. A bad good bowl.
A bad good bowl or a good bad bowl?
Bad good bowl. Because it was a good bowl, just bad. He's frustrated with himself as well.
Yeah. And he did go from holding 1 to holding 2, but he spat the jack out just a touch too far.
Lowy's going to really frustrate me if he drops one on it here as well. Just a bit quick, I think. Got away with that, Phelps.
Yep.
Only holding 1 though, I think.
Oh, I think it's 2.
And his finger measure was spot on before. 2 the marker's going for as well.
Can he add another one in, Jimmy?
He'll go close.
He's probably got 20 inches to get it inside of.
That's as wide as I've seen on this forehand. Tried its hardest, it probably has. If it flops as well, certainly has.
Take the 2, I think. Good effort. Marcus separating 3 paddles. So
He's the
it
3
is.
shot
There you
from.
go.
2 big scores in the last pick. 3 ends. Sorry, for Nathan Murray, a 4 and a 3. So he's back in front. That lead changes again. 11-9. It's a pretty fast-moving game as well. Like it's
There's a couple of big scores in there, isn't there?
already through 10 ends in this singles game. No dead ends yet. So that's happened in 43 minutes.
Yep, if you get that, changes it up anyway. So, I'm good with that. 2 there, 2 inches separate. Jackson in the middle, then 2.
Great opening bowl from Peter Lowe. I'd still love to see some overhead cameras, Jimmy, and then a screen down at the bowler's end.
So they could see it.
Yep. I reckon it'll be a real addition to the game.
Can he collect inside of that or jack? It's a piece of the jack. Shot from Phelpsy. Pretty sure he would have grabbed the shot there. Yeah, it'd be good. Almost like a VAR. They go and check the monitor and then come back.
Mm.
And this one to Phelps here. He'll try and clean his work up here and grab that jack with this bowl now. Tuck it behind, get a very good 2. That'll be his plan. Not a million miles away here all the time. Just got to bend a bit more at the end. Superb weight for what he was trying to do. It's probably grabbed a second as well.
Bend it like Phelpsy.
What's the rub coming off here? Doesn't really change his shot, Phelps. Maybe if I was lower, but probably needs an extra foot or so just to make sure he gets up and over it and moves that jack back now. Probably less of a delicate front toucher as he was going for. There's another jack going into the crowd over there, mate. Hits our state coach, Ian Ewing.
Oh dear, he's got a game of golf tomorrow too. I hope he's still going to be okay to play.
It was Ali Forsyth who hit him with a jack. Nathan Murray, very, very close tone. Gets it superbly.
Well
Great shot from him. Little fist pump too.
I don't know whether he gets 2 shots or just 1, but it was worth 2. Very well played.
1 and a measure, the marker indicates. Good shot from Phelpsy, so Lowy's got to respond. Yeah, I agree, Clarkey. Tony picked up on that earlier. The difference between where people look and line up from, and Lowy's definitely a bank marker. Just going to duck under, but anything can happen running in a pack of bowls like this. Flicks one of Phelps' forward. Might even make it a measure for another one as well. There's 100 different ways of doing it, that's for sure. We'll get a measure on this one. I'll give you some score updates from across. So, reminder, all games this morning finished tied after the pairs and triples, and the biggest margin in any of the games was 6 shots. So currently, the Blue Devils and Deer Park, it's 1 rink apiece. 10-9 in the singles to the Blue Devils, 7-4 to Deer Park in the fours. So that one looks like it's going down to the wire. Similar in the Boroughs Extreme game, 5-0 in the fours to the Extreme, but 10-7 to the Boroughs in the singles, so that's going down to the wire. The Dogs Magpies, just to keep the theme going, 8-all in the singles and 3-all in the fours. And the only one that's currently leaning one way is this Traralgon Lyrebirds versus Ocean Grovers game, where the Lyrebirds are in front on both legs. That was just a single to Phelpsy.
Just a reminder, we're playing for $80,000 here today. Today and tomorrow, so teams will finish all their pool matches today. We'll work out who's in finals. 2 matches tomorrow will see us crown the winner of VBL2. They'll pick up $30,000 for their troubles. The balance of prize money is spread across the remainder of the teams. Lovely opening bowl from Nathan Murray.
Don't forget the $1,000 to player of the series, which I'm not giving any names away because we don't want to influence voting, but there's 3 players currently tied who are playing at the moment. 3-way tie for the lead on maximum votes, so that one will go down to the wire also. We had a tie last year. It was Mark Casey and Brett Marnie. Shared it.
One took the trophy and the other took the money. Is that the way they did it?
No, we actually got an extra trophy made.
We did.
Yeah. I think it went on top of all Casey's exploits, including his gold medals.
Yep.
Yeah, good bowls from Phelps. Another to the Lyrebirds next door, Tone. 7-2 now. They lead that fours game.
Looks like Benny MacArthur may have just picked up a handful over there against Sunbury Extreme. They were down 5-zip. Wait and see what that scoreboard's adjusted to, but looked like he picked up a 5, which is a handy pickup.
Another good one from Nathan Murray. He's dialing in a bit here. Holding all three.
Take your pick. Second shot, Zach. Draw it either side.
Still going to be 3. Where's the danger for Phelps here? That's what he'll be looking at. I don't think there's too much. I think he's just got to add a 4th. Probably don't put one in between the bowl on the right of the head for him and the jack to give like a wall for Lowy to land on. So 4-hand will be where I think he'll come. Try and probably play wide if anything. And count for 4. Leaves plenty of gaps and doesn't leave Lowy too much of an opportunity of making a number or an easy number. Good stuff. Does add the 4th. I feel this is a pivotal bowl in this game.
Yep.
16-9 is a lot different to 13-9. If he doesn't cut this down.
Wasting no time is Peter Lowe.
Recognising the important moment in this game. Peter Lowe needs to hang around here now. Well, he definitely cuts the shortest one out. Probably cuts out 2, I imagine. 3, just cuts the 1 out. So that's 7 shots in 3 ends that Nathan Murray's picked up. 15-9. It's a decent lead in the context of how close this game has been for him.
There's a handful of 4 minus the thumb. We're on the Sebastopol Burrows rink, courtesy of a great bowl from Benny MacArthur.
So last 5 ends in this game, Tone. Peter Lowe's picked up 1-2 and Phelps has gone 4-3, 1-3. Huge upturn in numbers for him.
Nathan Murray just sailing through a few feet long with his first.
Although he grabs a shot, but plenty of room for both of them. Yeah, he's been going good the last 20 minutes or so for sure. Josh is Nathan Murray. It's starting to work for him.
I'll just jump on and see if I can get a live score from Aaron Wilson's playing his singles semi-final at World Championships.
This is where you find you can't, you're going to start getting annoyed.
There must be live scoring finals though.
Go bigger than you get the 3 of them.
Playing against Gary Kelly. Oh no, they're not live scoring.
Click on scorecard. No. Has it definitely started?
Yeah, I think it started at 11. Oh no, 12:30, so there you go. I'll watch that one with interest. Victoria's Aaron Wilson.
Replay of the Com Games gold medal final. The other side of the draw is pretty handy too. Could get a, if results go the way there, you could get a replay of the Com Games in 2018 final as well.
Australia won the World Championship in the 4s and the men's 4s earlier on this morning.
I remember that Com Games final. We were up at Moama. What were we up there for? VBL maybe? No. state test series against New South Wales. The final was Gary Kelly versus Aaron Wilson, and Matty Flapper went, he will not score 5, Gary Kelly. And the person that took him on with the bet is in this live stream now, Nathan Murray, and he scored 3. So Phelpsy thought he had the best bet ever.
Yeah.
I think it was $100 or something that he wouldn't score 5. He's like, 5? Is that it? Yeah, I'll take that. And then Disco smashed him to 3. So
He was in a mood that day, Aaron Wilson. Let's hope for his sake he can find himself in a similar mood today. It's a chance to pick a couple back here for Peter Lowe. Holding one.
imagine he'll go back to his tee to tee.
Well, I was with Nathan Murray there. I was
Same.
sort of clapping that a fair way out, but I might have just gone a touch too far.
I almost said Phelps has clapped him in for 2 here, and he just kept drifting. Just the one. He's hit a couple ends in a row. Now does Peter Lowe. Does go tee to tee.
It's hard to know where to look here. There's a lot going on. There are great heads everywhere. On and off the green.
Not more so than in the commentary box, yeah? Is it so?
Correct. Good head for radio mine, that's for sure.
Room for both of them still after the first pills.
It's a good line coming in from Peter Lowe. It's good enough for shot. Traralgon will pick up another one in the fours.
As it currently stands in the Boroughs Extreme game, we have a tie. If my maths is any good. No, not anymore, sorry. Ignore me.
I feel like that was 2 more to the Traralgon Lyrebirds in the fours. And now lead 9 shots to 2.
Oh, well. It's a fair start from them. They can close that off. They're close to winning this one, the Lyrebirds.
A little bit of pressure on Nathan Murray now. He's down 3 on the head. Still smiling though. He's having a couple little jokes with his teammates on the rink next door and behind him.
Weighing up not to play out.
Do you play the other hand, Jimmy, or you think this is the right one?
I think he's been playing this side pretty well. So he's backing himself in. He looks to be fairly handy here.
Yeah.
So he's had to hurry. Just giving up, I think. Cut the 1 out, 2 down. 1 and a measure actually down. Confirms Pat the marker.
shot as you say, mate. It's a metre out. Go on.
Yep. Good enough.
So he's just got to stay there and add something. I think Phelps, if he gets the edge of his own or the inside of his own, he's going to go pretty good. I don't think he'll change and try and draw it clean on the backhand. I think he'll play the slightly higher percentage shot in my mind on the forehand. He's got to play good weight though. He's got to make sure he's at least sort of a just behind jack length, like a foot through. Catches the inside of his own orange to the left of the screen as we look at it in the middle, or the outside edge is good. Flush might even get it straight down the line and flop inside of that last one of Lowy. So again, another big bowl in the context of the game for Nathan Murray here. Lowy's almost flipped the pressure straight back onto him. Get back to within 2 pretty quickly. I think he'll be close on for sure. Just a bit wide. He played good weight for what he was trying to do. Very good weight for what he was trying to do. It's 2 in a measure for a third, we think. Lowy seems confident it's 3 though, I think. Just the 2.
2 ends in a row though. 15-9 down back to 15-12. Things are getting tense next door as well. Brad Holland's gone a couple of big drives, a few rinks over, and just been wide on both.
It's all right. Which we learnt you can't just call shots and commentary. As Tony said yesterday, he said, put this one on the paper. James Pearce is going to draw this, and he was 8 feet heavy.
I was so confident he was going to draw it. I've never seen anything clear in my mind. And yeah, put the moz on him, so apologies, James Pearce.
It's a fickle game, predicting in bowls.
Yeah.
That's why when you lead the tipping competition like myself, you must be pretty good at what you do.
Here we go.
You must be pretty good. You must have some great level of knowledge.
You haven't brought up the lionesses yet, have you?
If we get close to the penalty shootout. Rugby World Cup started last night as well. Let's try and get a game in there somehow. I think the Wallabies are as bad as the English in the rugby at the moment, so
yeah, nobody cares about that sport anyway, to be honest. There's only 3 private schools that play it in Australia, so. Give us league any day of the week.
Yeah, see, I'm more union than league. I think the league are just fine.
You would be.
I just find it a mess.
Private school yuppie.
Yeah, that's definitely what I am. There's loads of private schools in Birmingham.
If there's been a knock on Nathan Murray today, and when he's leading 15-12, it's not a big knock, but he's had a couple of ends where he's just had bowls short of the jack.
Made it harder for himself.
Yep. This looks pretty good.
Bowls from Peter Lowe. Holding a couple. You can see this shot that Phelps needs to play out. Forehand, just beating his last, sit that last bowler low. As he might consider coming backhand and bringing his own forward. But I think the forehand's probably the easiest shot. That's what he's going for.
touch under, Jimmy. I mean, it might still get a
Might get
desired
this
result.
in a weird way. And he flicked the other one. Agreed, Noel. To be fair, every singles games we've had in VBL have been to a good standard. Don't recall anything on the live stream being a shellacking in the singles. Big margin one way.
Testament to the quality of the players here. They are all very, very good.
It's just good to watch singles. It's just an enjoyable format of our sport as well. Oh, not the outside edge. Oh.
It's a little gift for Nathan Murray.
It's a frustrating shot for Peter Lowe. Matty Flapper, I reckon that's 3 to the Grovers next door in the 4s. It's only the second end they've won in that game, Tone, but back to 9-5. Gives themselves a sniff. 4 away, 4 ends left to play. Oh, he didn't like that straight away, did he?
I don't know whether he's just sort of putting it out there thinking we don't have a lot of chance of adding one.
It's a bit quick. And he gets a bit of a gift from Peter Lowe there, does Phelpsy. So it's 16-12.
Phelpsy gives him a little wry grin.
Thanks, mate.
You're welcome. So Jay By Norris for Deer Park leading 15-11 over Chris Rosanis from Brighton Devils. And the next one, Brenton Code for Sebastopol Boroughs leading 12-10 over Ali Forsyth for Club Sunbury Extreme. And Brett Marnie's hit the front for Yeovil Footscray Dogs, 13 leading Brad Holland, 9 for Bendigo Magpies, Bendigo East Magpies. Some quality singles matches. Of course, the other side of that is there are 4s matches.
Here we go.
Oh, missed by a whisker.
That came from 2 rings over, just for reference.
No one was willing to dive for it. I tell you what, that did not miss by much. All these matches being live scored, you can jump onto Bowls Link and catch up with any of the scores end by end.
That was like a tracer bullet for that bowl. It
was.
Clipped it out mid venture down to the jack. Came from a Brenda Numbers drive, a couple of ricks over. Phelpsy doesn't get in there, so Lowy's got a chance to add another.
I'll tell you the other thing that's noticeable at this event, more so than most others, is it's played in good spirits, which isn't that unusual, but the respect from everyone, knowing that their opponent is very good, whether they boast world titles or Commonwealth Games medals, state titles, national titles, whatever it is. They are all incredible players. Most of them have titles at various levels. There are no easy matches here. Phelpsy either coming down just to place his bowl where he wants it or coming down to have a look. Be an easier game if you could just place your bowl wherever you want it, wouldn't it? I'd probably still miss. I'd be closer.
Yeah, a lot of balls stacked on top of each other, it really does.
A nice bowl from Max Rowley next door.
I've been impressive in the last couple of weekends. Every time I've looked over at the 4s rink or whatever rink he's been playing in, he's been going very good. So
Yep.
making the move down from South Bendigo.
Eat it, Tussle.
Craig Mills just nails a bare jack a couple of rinks over. Follows it into the pit.
A long way out as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Probably 10 metres between the head and where the jack's finished up.
He's very unsure of his shot here, Phelps, because he's taken a while to decide what he wanted to do. We haven't seen him play much of this type of bowls yet, but he's probably got unlucky with the result. He almost got that bowl clean out of the head, but
Jack stays in.
he holds one, and a lot better for him now.
Decent chunk of excitement over the far end of the green too.
Yeah, they're one of the best crowd here this weekend, the Boroughs. He's going to get back in bounds from Peter Lowe.
Favourite's just caught a bit of the line, but may need an umpire just to sort it out. Marker just confirming she thinks it is in.
Phelps obviously green.
Yeah, Nathan Phelps
You got it.
with the money shot.
You said you were going to do
I
it.
did. He's got the wrong name. It's not my absolute lack of ability in talking. I did say I'd do it. Not the first time. Probably won't be the last.
There's Lowy going.
Nathan
Jack's
Murray.
good for Lowy. Gets it. Big applause from the rest of the Ocean Grove crew. It's a single. Good shot from him. Good reply from Nathan Phelps, as you like to call him. He's bowled before.
I could call him Peter Murray. Or call him anything. Goodness gracious. Early in the day, no excuses.
Situation, thanks.
16-13, Jimmy. This one's far from over.
Yeah, it's a good tussle. There was a moment you thought Phelps was going to just start to sprint away with it, but Peter Lowe's done exceptionally well. Keeping it a tight contest.
Started just before 11:15, so we're only about an hour and a quarter into this, so shouldn't have too much trouble.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be missing any time limits for this, but like for these singles or the fours next door, they're already on N9, so a lot of short ends there.
Yeah.
So that's well, they've gone through theirs pretty quick. Yeah, good shot from Phelps in reply to Lowy's opener. Just making sure I'm using both nicknames in that comment, so I don't get accused of any favouritism anyway.
I think that's what's getting me. I'm trying my darndest not to use nicknames.
Yeah.
But every day you see these guys, it's nicknames.
It's easier in singles to fall into nicknames, I think.
And or first names, which
Yeah.
we had somebody tell us in a very, very early stream. We don't necessarily know their given names, so if you can use surnames, that'd be handy.
Shot from Peter Lowe.
Just missing his line a touch there. Hasn't been too many errant bowls, but
Yeah, 2 in a row.
yeah, one short from Phelpsy and then one into the ditch. And Lowy just missed his line by close to 3 feet. Look for a correction here.
Still only the one, so I just wonder if he just changed his hand just to try something different. Phelps tries to draw it cold on the backhand. A couple of errant bowls on the forehand, but he's going to stick out there.
Brad Holland a couple of rinks over playing singles against Brett Marnie. Brett Marnie has gone 2 drives with his opening 2 bowls and missed.
Yeah, they've both got 2 bowls right next to each other, haven't they? It's just unfortunately for Pidge, Brad's are right next to the jack and Pidge's are touching each other on the bank. Just the one. Peter Low. I don't know what I've done here, I've just deleted something.
16-14.
Oh, Brett Marnie.
He missed with his first 2, but he has nutted the jack clean with his 3rd drive. Followed it straight into the pit.
It takes some cojones to drive a 3rd time and get nothing on the green.
Yep. It's probably 6 or 8 inches in between jack and bowl, both in the pit.
Stuff from Lowy, he's starting to really get into the ascendancy here.
The Ocean Grove crowd are trying to just rev him up just a touch. I don't know if that sneaks in for shot, Jimmy. That's a great effort. Either way.
Another one next door to Ocean Grove, so they're pegging back the Lyrebirds, as is Peter Low in this singles game. Reminder, it's 1 leg apiece, A1 in the first set of games. And the Lyrebirds hold a 2-shot advantage over the Grovers. I'll put that on the wrong side, haven't I? Ignore me. No, I haven't.
Yeah, I think it's now 8-6 Lyrebirds.
Where's that extra 1 come from?
It's the bonus point.
4
players smiling in the one go.
Maybe, I reckon they've updated that scoreboard then. That was 9-5, so.
Yeah, they may have put it on the wrong side earlier and then corrected.
8-6 next door going into the 10th end. So I'm going to take a very small flip of one of these results to get us very close to our elusive tie.
What was the difference between Burrows and Extreme?
3, I think. Yeah, sorry, 2 as well. 2 to Extreme. Dead level.
Dead level at the moment, so
We're only 2 shots away over there. Don't think we'll get it in the Deer Park Blue Devils because Blue Devils got to pull back 6, so something needs to happen for them. And the Doggies Magpies, it's 4 to the Doggies, so again, I think we might. Magpies got to pull something out of the fire there.
nice bowl.
Oh, great
Nathan
stuff.
Murray, absolute peach. Not quite a toucher.
I imagine we're going to see a bit of pace from Peter Lowe here. As Phelps, he holds 3.
Yep. Gives Nathan Murray a little high five on the way through, so crack a bowl.
Do what you do best, mate.
Big bowl. Big bowl required. Close tone. Close tone.
Got them
It's
both
2-8.
clean.
Good hit. Very good hit.
Yeah, and Flapper comes over and shows his appreciation from the rink next door.
In the vicinity.
This is good. Oh.
Yeah, good shooting from
pumped it
Nathan
out.
Murray. Makes a couple, moves to 18.
Saw a bit of everything in that end.
Yeah.
Shots from both players.
You feel both players are sort of recognising what's happening next door as well and going, oh, I really did win this singles game. So
Yeah.
I think that end, we saw the quality of both players coming out. Both played big bowls. He's left the door ajar. There's Nathan Murray. Peter Lowe goes fairly close with his first. Shot from Nathan Murray though. Good correction.
It's looked good the whole way, that one.
Thank you, mate. Good shot.
Go by Norris for Deer Park. Moves along to a 19-12 lead over Chris Rosanis.
Deer Park getting close to picking that one up, I think.
Yep.
Shot from Peter Lowe though. So we were looking over there.
quite going to come back far enough. Covers any potential for Phelpsy to try and get the jack back. Really seen Phelpsy play with too much weight. Has he played one, maybe two runners?
Yeah, and not even full blood for him. He's got a fairly quick drive on him. He's opted to draw himself out of trouble a few times. It's a tough draw shot this day because you've got to get it clean. There's nothing to work on. The only thing he can sort of Polly can use is his own at the back, try and land that and almost push himself backwards towards the jack.
Does have a good bit of finish on these bowls. He can get around it, but it's going to have to be centimetre perfect.
He's just waiting to see what happens next door, Phelps. But he's waited long enough.
He's gone with some purpose. Probably not the shot I thought he'd play, but...
So clip it out the head.
Is there any way that Peter Lowe...
I wish he's got to draw Phelps' back one off.
I think Nathan Murray was looking around for where the bowl is. Matt Flapper had pinched it next door and was bringing it down. He's only got 3 down at the head. There must be one more.
I think they're holding a few next door, Ocean Grove in the 4s.
Yeah, they're Tyson Cromie's right on it. Matt Flapper's just in front, so it's at least 3, and then Matty Ferraris are the opposition bowls.
He got back. Can he get back enough there?
Nope.
Just holding, so just a 1 to Peter. 18-15. Nip and tuck this game.
Well, Peter Lowe has brought the mat up, I reckon, for the first time today.
Yeah,
He has
interesting.
been T to T the whole way.
Interesting. It's been T to T the whole of VBL so far.
This score confirmed next door. Grovers were trailing 6-8. I believe they might have picked up a 3 next door.
They haven't been leading the whole time, so...
No, they sat on 2 for quite a while. Might have been only 2 next door, so 8 all after 10 ends. 12 end match, so up and back for those playing on the rink next door. Peter Lowe showing his versatility, shorter ends equally as devastating.
This is going to be a cracking finish, this singles game. Can feel it.
About an hour and a half in to our scheduled 2 hours.
Oh, Nathan Murray, can he skip past that? He can. Oh, wow.
There's not much of a hole there, but he has found it.
Wow. Played that superbly. Didn't pick all the jackal bowl to sit on and rather split the inside and kind of went through. It was narrow from Peter Lowe.
Yep. Proper narrow, that one. Peter Murray just confirming with our marker that he has 2 seconds.
Just trying to play it out. Play through one of his own. He's going to hold out there though. Tense this.
Peter Lowe still holding 1. Might be about to change now.
Stun and run. I reckon the front one counts for Nathan Murray there, no?
1 to Nathan Murray. 1 to the TRARALGON Lyrebirds, 19-15. And I think next door, TRARALGON are holding a couple. I reckon that's Vinnie McElwain, Matty Ferrari, probably almost a third, if not full.
Room for Peter Lowe. Just pulling up though. Just pulling up.
Starting to get tense. How's this one, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's okay, I think. Enough for shot, but not enough to win the end.
Yep.
As we're right in the nitty gritty here. Frustrated there. Phelps is holding game, he's holding a couple.
Craig Mills almost channeling his inner wicket keeper, ready to catch any bowls heading onto the neighbouring rink.
Oh, can he shut this down? Nathan Murray, can he drop one on top of the jack? It's a bit quick. So Peter Lowe still got an opportunity of wrestling this one back. Phelpsy holding 2, which will get him out of here. Still 2 balls to come from Peter Lowe. Better line than his second bowl. All on his pace now. Tone. Clear road would be ideal for him. Just going to just nudge his own in front of Phelps's though. Interesting for shot.
I think he's done enough for shot.
By the thinnest of thinnest margins, I reckon. Yep, marker confirms that. taking the weight off. I think he's still quick turn.
It's not missing by much, but it's just not quite there.
Hands on hips.
Last bowl to come from Peter Lowe. Does not want jack movement back.
Next door, I'm pretty sure it's Ant Flapper sitting on top of the jack in the ditch, so it looks like
No,
Ocean Grove.
Luke Hoskin is on top of it, yep.
I just asked Phelps and he said Geelong. Meaning, I think Ocean.
Definitely Luke Hoskin right on top of it. Ant Flapper's got one on the green and one on the bank.
Okay.
And this is not far away.
Peter Lowe does enough for two.
I think it is.
That's definitely shot, that one. I thought I was gonna make the end of this game without having to run the toilet, but I don't think I am now. I'm gonna have to. I wasn't gonna get too excited.
It is confirmed as two. Peter Lowe again going with the shorter mat. Not quite to minimum, but pretty close to. Yeah, great opener. Todd Trevorn rips out an Ocean Grove bowl. Must have been worth a few because they're certainly up and about. High fives galore, so we'll wait for that score to be updated. This singles match now becoming more and more important. As Peter Lowe puts in another peach. Two great opening bowls. Yeah, lovely hit from Nathan Murray. Just edges out the bowl, takes the jack straight to back down the line, holding one. Gets around Nathan Murray's bowl. That is three very fine bowls from Peter Lowe in this end.
Looks like I missed some good bowls.
You did, yeah. Peter Lowe put two right on it.
Nathan Murray. What
Nathan
a shot.
Murray peeled it off and kicked the jack back slightly. Peter Lowe put one back, and Nathan Murray has just said anything you can do.
We find out what the score was next door?
No, itching to find out, but there were high fives galore from the TRARALGON Lyrebirds. It was a 5. So that was a huge score for TRARALGON.
You sure?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Pick the bones out of that one, Tone.
Well, I think Phelpsy's bowl is a toucher. It is. So it's going to stay.
Lowie
stays on the green, but I think it's sort of right hovering above the jack. It's in the pit.
So he'll be holding one Peter Lowe there. See the green bowl. Jack's right next to that green bowl.
Peter Lowe and Nathan Murray having a great little chat here.
So how do I get shot here?
Oh, look, it's been a terrific game. There's been a bit of everything.
It's like, what can I do? So I feel with that 5 next door to the Lyrebirds' turn, puts him 7 in front.
Yep.
5, yeah.
It was a huge score.
Blowing that tie, the Fools. I think.
He's asking for advice from anyone and everyone's saying, no, there's nothing you can do.
Just outdraw it, Phelps. You can outdraw that. He's got no idea what to play. There isn't. I actually don't think you can do anything short of somehow absolutely running at 300 miles an hour at the bowl and hoping it just rebounds anywhere, but in the ditch.
But he can't even get to it because his bowl's blocking the path in. So
the bowl of nothing almost.
Bit of draw practice for a bit of fun, but he'll go 1 down.
19-18. Not more turns and twists in this singles game.
So just repeating, Traralgon picked up a 5 in the 4s. So they're leading by 5 on the last end in the 4s, 19-18 here. J-Boy Norris has got up in his singles match over Chris Rosanna, so that's a win to Deer Park, 21-14 over Brighton Devils.
They also lead the 4s 11-7, so they're in the driving seat to take the win there, Deer Park, against the Brighton Blue Devils. Our biggest opportunity of a tie turn is in the Boroughs Extreme game, so Extreme lead by 2 after the first legs, but it's currently 19-14 to the Boroughs in the singles, but 12-7 the way of Extreme in the 4. So 2 shots still the difference in that. That's keep your eye on that for more developments.
Yeah, we're going time-wise. We've got about another just under 20 minutes left, so
Yep.
should be okay pretty much everywhere.
Shot from Phelps.
Needs the jack. Just missing. Yeah, another good bowl. Nathan Murray holding a couple.
Yeah, Peter Lowe's got to find something now. We dig deep.
Yeah, I reckon Jack back to hold a couple here.
He's interested, Tone. He is interested. Can it start turning to that Jack now? Oh, the wrong side of it.
Lee Forsyth up and about in his match of singles up against Brenton Code. Peels a couple of bowls out and gives a good yelp.
Yeah, it's not a bad way of doing it, Clarky, that. It's a way to learn and grow. What shot would you play and what shot do they play? And if you see him pull it off, as well, it's now or never for Peter Lowe because he's game down and he's going to need to get to that jack.
Super sub. Brad Pavey's just come on.
Got
bowl in hand.
it.
Of course, just coming in to hand the bowl to Peter Lowe.
This is it, don't.
This looks pretty good. This is
Lowe,
Jack playing. Oh.
Gets it. He's got his back. He's got in the pit. He's got one right on the edge of the green, so I reckon it's just the one to Peter Lowe.
Yep.
You can see where Nathan Murray placed the white marker. You see the green by the ditch there. Great hit under enormous pressure. I thought he was just going to slide under that jack. I thought he was going to miss. As it was 3/4 of the way down, I thought he's going under here.
There's probably no real way he can get back to the green and knock that into whole game, so probably just going to try and draw this one cold.
It's pretty blocked up, that green.
The familiar long stride of Nathan Murray.
Too quick.
Does look quick. He's in the drink and one to Peter Lowe. He continues with his short ends.
19 apiece now. What a game. What a terrific game of lawn bowl singles. Went to N24 of this one. Like every weekend at the moment. Phil, there's Lowe. Drops a cracker next to the jack.
Yeah, spot on, Joe. These two have had a great time playing. A lot of respect for each other, both playing very good bowls. Having a good smile while they do it. Approaching the 10-minute warning time. Some indecision on the rink next door. Matty Flapper killed the end. Neither skipper able to decide whether to stay at the same end or roll all the bowls back. Opt for the easier option.
Shot from Peter Lowe. It's the first time he's held match point. It's an S.
It was a late S, but still counts, right?
Yeah. Phelps, he's held it a couple of times. Aggressively at this, and he's close. Oh, that is
got the wrong end of that.
The stiffest result you'll see.
Actually played that really well. Still got one bowl to come though. So.
It's the worst result you could ever have got from that shot. He couldn't have got a worse result.
Hard to see how that was ever going to happen. Karen, the Burrows, Brenton Coe's leading the singles over Ellie Forsyth 19-18, and they are down by 4 in the fours. They're trailing 8-12 with an end or two to go. So very close battle.
I get the feeling it's going to end this end. Unless Nathan Murray can pull someone out the bag.
Yeah, it's survival mode now for Nathan Murray.
He's got to dig deep here, Phelps, after a very stiff result.
Does he run the jack into the pit, or does he just try and...
Well, I think that's what he's weighing up, Toad.
opting just to draw it.
Try and sit one of them two close ones, survive. If he doesn't grab the absolute shot, he's close to drawing this clean here, Tony. If he can just hurry, needs it to run.
Move.
Oh, has he grabbed second shot though?
I think he's grabbed second. I think you are right, Jimmy.
Peter Lowe's not going for the handshake, so we're going to get another end out of this, I think, at least. Oh, he's quietly confident, Peter Lowe, I reckon, here, because he hasn't moved one of his own out.
Yeah.
I'll have a look for the second. Are they going to measure for game? Just a little more suspense.
It looks from this angle like Nathan Murray's got second shot, but always take the flat bowl.
Oh, that is game.
It is.
Wow, Peter Lowe, what a win that is. What a game of singles. It was one of the most enjoyable games we've had in VBL.
5 of the last 6 ends for Peter Lowe.
Sensational stuff.
Absolute cracker.
It looks like next door, so it's 13-8. The Grovers are going to have to... Let me get my maths right here. So they're now dead level overall. So they're going to have to pick a 5 up here to tie it. No, a 5 will get them in. So we can't get a tie next door. It's a 5 to tie. But that'll get him through because they would have 1-2, drew 1, lost 1. A 4 isn't enough, and a 6 wins them the game. So
it looks like they're holding 3 or 4 so far.
Brad can get the camera on that head just next door there. We'll talk you through it because we're right at the end of proceedings there. They're on the last end. So we reckon it's 4 to Grovers here. I wonder if 5 gets him a tie in that rink and we'll get him home. But Luke Hoskin kicks the jack over. There's still 3 to Ocean Grove, but it's going to be harder now for them to pack another 2 in there to get the tie to win the game overall.
So just refresh me, Jimmy, what was the difference after the pairs and triples?
2 in favour of Traralgon. So that's now gone.
Yep.
So any victory for the Lyrebirds in this rink gets them home. A tie gets Ocean Grove home. So they need a 5. They need a 5.
Hey, right, this is a good
bowl.
bowl.
He's added
It's
4.
a great bowl.
It's now 4 to Ocean Grove.
Oh boy.
And just to put some more spice on proceedings over in the Boroughs Extreme Games, 2018 to Brenton Code. If he can get home, that'll put the Boroughs 1 in front, and currently they are 1 behind in the fourth. It's all happening.
Brett Marnie has won his singles match against Brad Holland, so that's Yeovil Footscray Dogs.
And the Dogs are dominating the pair, so they look to be finals bound.
Yep.
The Yeovil Footscray Dogs, they won last night. A good victory over the Lyrebirds last night. So that'll be 2 wins for them, and it's generally been enough to get you through a section.
And there's action galore here.
Tussle won the skip for the Lyrebirds. We're at to Skip's bowls here now. It's 4 down. He needs to get into this pack of bowls, make something happen. Don't give a free hit for Matty Flapper. And he does get one out.
Yeah, well played.
Well played, Tussle won. It's 3 to Ocean Grove now. So Matty Flapper's going to make both bowls count. How does he do this time? I don't see an easy way in.
No, there is no easy way. Tussle's last bowl actually sits in a really good spot.
It's almost a perfect bowl by him, wasn't it?
Yep.
It's on the forehand.
It's a hard bowl to get around Vinnie McElwain's bowl and come back in and count.
Runs through as well, so it'll be hard now. He might have to go for the kill.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit of tactics, bit of consideration now. Matty Ferrari coming over to lend an ear. Luke Hoskin, Todd Trewarn just searching through the different options. About 2 minutes left in this match. Of course, ends in progress will be completed.
Minute and a half.
Ali Forsyth is holding shot in the match of singles against Brenton Code. So that one could be in danger of getting timed out.
We're very close for a tie in that Barras Extreme game. We're very close. There's 55 seconds left of the timer.
Brenton Code is down the wrong end of the green. He's making his way up to have a bowl. The good news in this format, without a jack roll, you can get the next end underway relatively quickly.
As soon as the mat's done.
Yep.
Ali's got one to come, so they're going to struggle to get that done unless they're pretty quick.
Yeah, look, the head situation, they're definitely not going to have to measure, pending the last bowl from Brenton Code. Oh, I actually think Ali might have just picked up a second shot there. That is going to be close. He still has one bowl to come. So listening to the siren will make this one real interesting.
Siren's coming.
So we hope to goodness Ali Forsyth has heard that. He's holding one and a measure. I think he's down 20-18.
What's happening in the fours over there? As the Flapper brothers way up, how they can fashion a 5 here.
So Benny MacArthur's about to bowl in the fours. Sebastopol Burrows against Club Sunbury Extreme.
What's Matty Flapper going to do here? Ali is waiting over there to see what happens with the last couple of balls on the fours. He's the last ball of his game as Matty Flapper goes for the kill, misses, and the TRARALGON Lyrebirds will take this one. If we do end up with a penalty shootout, we'll bring it back on live stream, so don't go too far from our Facebook page, but follow along on Bowls Inc. We'll be back just after 2 p.m. for the final rounds. We'll have a quick put our heads together and work out who that'll be. If I'm hedging a guess, it will be the Burrows versus Deer Park, but we'll work that out shortly. So as always, thanks to Moama and Dandenong Club for helping us power the streams, and see you back on BVTV just after 2 p.m.
The TRARALGON Bowls Club. Amazing food for you and your family. Function rooms for celebrating with your friends. Corporate spaces for meetings and conferences. With special benefits for members, visit us today at the TRARALGON Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club.